to the Harris Show. I'm your host, Jamal Radio Raheem Harris, and I'm with my sister and co-host, Angie, and we are joined by Jake. Today we are going to talk about Black movies, in particular the movies from the 80s and 90s. So I don't know why my sister didn't want to talk about the 2000s, but go ahead, Angie.
Well, okay. Who are some actors and actresses that dominated the 80s and 90s?
The 80s and 90s? Or just
Yes.
in general? Because that's what I went with.
In general, Jamal.
I went with the Sanaa Lathan. She kind of dominated. No, what you mean? How you?
I said
Dominated.
What do you mean by dominated?
She said 80s and 90s. Sanaa Lathan hit the scene with Love
I didn't go with
basketball.
I didn't go with the 80s.
Okay, well, they could be in either. Okay, we'll just say 90s. Who dominated the 90s?
The 90s, you could say like Lawrence Fishburne.
I got that on my list. You right.
I'm trying to go off the top of my head. Let me grab my paper.
Mekhi Phifer.
What's his name? The dude from Omar Epps.
Omar Epps is on my list. Wesley Snipes.
Yup.
Halle Berry.
Yup.
She was.
I have her.
She was in like 10 Black movies in the 90s. She's losing Isaiah. You forgot that she was a crackhead in Jungle Fever. No, man.
I don't consider her like, cause her
she was in Boomerang.
Mm-hmm. She's not like stars in these movies. She's like a in the movie and then she gone.
But you're right. But this is what built her up.
She was in it. Yeah.
Because Omar Epps, he dominated. He's like the star. Lawrence Fishburne's the star.
Whoa. Omar Epps was a star in 2 movies.
He's in the 90s. He's very the star in.
Losing Isaiah. Hold up, man. I'm just answering your question. Clifton Powell. You might not know him by name, but that's Pinky. He was the bad guy in every single movie. He's in Dead Presidents. He's the bad pimp. He's in everything. He's in all the TV shows, all the movies. Clifton Powell. And he still dominates today. He's in everything.
I put Morris Chestnut too.
I said Angela.
Yeah.
I had that and Angela Bassett.
Angela Bassett.
I give it 2.
But she didn't dominate. Like she was in more movies, I guess. But she wasn't in
movies.
She was. But the woman that's in more movies than her is Loretta Devine. She's the mama and the auntie in every movie.
That's true.
And the other lady is Jennifer Lewis. She's really she's still the mama. She's the mama on Blackish.
I know. She was the mama in a lot of stuff.
Her whole life.
Yes. She's been a mama for 47 years on film.
Mm-hmm.
Every Black actor has been her child.
That's very true.
Oh, did y'all say Eddie Murphy?
I mean, he's more 80s. You get to the 90s, it's only a couple movies. After that, you talking about Dr. Dolittle. But I mean, you're right, though.
Oh, he got Life. He got
Hey, man, that's on my list. But you can put, Eddie Murphy, that's a good one.
He is 80. He's dominating.
You got to say Will Smith, too, and Martin Lawrence. So all 3 of them.
For 90s? Will Smith, 90s?
Yeah, Will Smith. Yeah. That's what he did.
Independence Day, one of the biggest movies of all time.
Her internet.
She fell out with that bad internet. See?
Let me pause it. All right.
Zoom on my list.
After her shitty internet.
Oh, man.
What was your question? I forgot your question because
who dominated the movie scene?
Oh, we gave a whole bunch.
Samuel L. Jackson.
Samuel L. Jackson. He take whatever role. He is role.
He credited for like 200 some movies. So if you're gonna say dominated, he's the most accredited actor. So
no matter race, he dominates.
Yes.
No matter what race.
He got to be lit. I put Tupac also.
You know what?
For the 90s, Tupac was in about 8 movies.
Yeah.
So
got a couple come after he died too.
Yeah. So because that was the thing of using rappers at that point. They use a lot of rappers. That's why you get Will Smith and then and Tupac. But then you also gotta say Spike Lee. Spike Lee made all them movies and put himself and his sister in all.
Yeah.
He put his sister. Who's his sister?
Joey. She was a love interest in some of the movies. I think she had one movie where she was a star. She was in She's Gotta Have It. This whole TV show about that. She was playing. I think she was the main character in that role.
In the movie,
one of the main characters.
The show.
It was the movie.
Okay.
It was a movie that came out. Yeah, and they turned it into a show.
Mm-hmm.
So that movie came out 25 years ago. But she's in every Spike Lee movie you can mention. She's in all of them.
Spike Lee uses the same 5 people in all his movies.
I mean, Wesley Snipes, Denzel, my man Radio Raheem. He's in every Spike Lee movie. All of them.
He recycled all of them.
Anybody we left out?
No, I think that's.
You don't want to say Whitney Houston? She had about
Nia
3
Long.
hot movies and fell off.
Nia Long.
I'm not gonna talk about Whitney like that.
Oh, Regina King.
Regina King she's been in so many movies.
Yes. Friday, Thin Line Between Love and Hate. She's in all.
I love her.
What about Vivica Fox?
Yeah.
Hey man, she was in the movies though.
I give her as much credit as I give Queen Latifah.
She was Will Smith's wife in Independence Day.
I give her as much.
She was in Booty Call.
She was wasn't she a prostitute?
Look, I'm not going to defame Vivica A. Fox. She was the love interest, and she was
love interest
like on everybody's like top 5 list. Like her, Halle Berry, she was up there.
Who we missing? I know we're missing somebody.
I mean, y'all said everybody on my list.
Who's that?
That's Josh. That's the brother in Jason's Lyric, the black dude. That's the bald-headed black dude that's in every movie. He's always playing a negative character.
I never knew his name.
O'Keen Woodbine. He was in a lot of stuff. Dead Presidents, he's in all that.
He plays like the same roles, but he's still in stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He aged pretty good, so.
I mean, when you shave it all off at 19, you know, because you got that drop top 5.0 convertible. You got to let it go, man. Sometimes you got to let it go. I don't know nothing about that. You know what I'm saying? I was born in the 1800s. I'm still fresh. So I don't know nothing about that.
I felt my hair thinning a little bit. It was time.
Ooh.
In the middle of my head, it was like kind of thin. I was like, oh, it's time to go.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Is your hair shaved under the hat? Don't do it. Don't do it. Come on, man. What's going on? You look like you played for the Indiana Pacers in the year 2000, where everybody shaved their head so they can beat the Bulls.
It was balding. It felt like it was balding, I'm telling you.
It felt like, or did you get confirmation?
Well, no, it's thinner. It was thinner than the rest of my hair. And I was like, I'm not even going to hold on to it.
It's time. It was time. It's okay.
Come on, time. Man. It's too early for that, man. Too early for that. Doesn't your mentor rock the same look you're presenting us today?
We're not doing that.
Move on. We're not here.
All right, next question.
It's so funny. I don't know why people are laughing. Let's go. Next question.
What makes it a black movie?
What makes what a black movie?
What makes it a black movie? Yeah, like what is how do they consider it a black movie?
What I consider, what they consider, because people consider like if you have a black cast to be a black movie, and I don't think that. Like Bad Boys to me is not a black movie.
Okay, what do you think? Okay.
How about this? It don't even have to be a black cast. It can just be a black main character or secondary character, and they consider a black, like every Kevin Hart movie.
Yeah.
It's not a black movie. So go ahead, Jamal. I'll tell you what my list is.
So what do you
consider? I don't consider it a black movie.
Okay.
There's one movie that like I don't like. Do you consider Black Panther to be a black movie?
Yes.
That was my question. Damn, Jamal. That one. I wrote that down.
So I put down a creator, the director, the actors themselves presenting the story or the culture and the validity of it. I think it has to encompass a little bit of all those elements before I can say it's a black movie. So we'll get that in like Ray, because it's a real life story, or Tina Turner's movie. We'll get it in stuff like that. So when we talk about movies that are like not real, we got to kind of think about those. the Marvel's Black Panther was for Black people, created by Black people, and input everything Black people go through with as far as the connection to Africa and all of that. And then all Black people got something out of that movie that other people didn't and probably couldn't.
Yeah.
That's why I would consider that sci-fi a Black movie. Like Star Wars is a white movie.
Yeah.
So in the sci-fi realm, I would do it like that.
Because even what's that one movie?
So does it have to?
Go ahead.
What?
Go ahead.
Oh, you paused.
I was about to say, so is relatability like important for it to be qualified?
They have to.
Okay.
You have to be able to relate to it. Like a movie that has, like, even, I'm gonna use Bad Boys. This is because there's two Black cops. I don't relate to nothing. I don't relate to that at all.
But what made the movie good for Black people is the comedy, because it's Black comedy.
Yeah.
But the movie is a white movie about white cops, but it's Black comedy. It's like none of them would be cops. You can't be a Black cop acting like that.
Yeah.
Shooting up the neighborhood, they would have got arrested too. And then they never wore police uniform. They're getting shot and arrested too. So they couldn't be a Black cop.
He would have been shot so fast.
But then they showed their home life and their interaction with their kids and with the sister. And, you know, so they brought all these Black elements to being a cop. And that's what made it more of what we would love. That's why so many people got Bad Boys 1 and 2 on their list. It's not on mine. It ain't on my tops.
Not mine either.
But,
oh, it's good. It was funny, but I don't connect with it like that.
I mean, I think Martin was funny.
The show or the
about Will Smith? Are you trying to say Will Smith's not a good actor?
No. I'm saying that he wasn't funny in Bad Boys.
Jamal trying to
Which one?
Will Smith?
I will never diss Will Smith.
Hold on. Which Bad Boys is he not funny in?
And number 2, he was funny.
Both.
So when my man came to the door to date the daughter, and Will Smith answered the door, you don't think that part was funny?
That part's funny, but he ain't funny in those movies.
But he's supposed to be a playboy, not the comedian.
He was funny.
All right.
I can replace Will Smith. I'll tell you that.
You can't replace Mike Lowry.
Yeah. Will Smith.
Who else could have played Mike Lowry?
Yeah, exactly.
Any pretty boy Black actor could play that.
No.
But with the charisma, they gotta have, like, Morris Chestnut could have played it.
Nope. Morris Chestnut ain't cool.
No, that's not the type of actor.
Morris Chestnut can play. That's what I'm saying is that role is just, you just gotta be
so
cool.
Terrence Howard could have been Mike Lowry.
Come on. No.
Hey, man. Mike Lowry, man. That could have been. No, man.
That's false.
You can't take Will Smith out of Ali.
Well, no. But that's different. Ali is about Muhammad Ali. It's not a comedy.
So you're saying Will Smith's a good actor and not a good comedian. Is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying.
Woo! Woo! Let me write that down.
Put it down. Put it on the bulletin board.
Hold up. So Will Smith couldn't have played in Life with Eddie Murphy.
Hell no.
No.
Hell no.
That's where I draw the line.
No.
I mean, I agree. I agree with that.
He couldn't put any of them actors in there. Bernie Mac, all of them would have ate him alive.
So he couldn't have been Django Lane.
Nah.
He couldn't have been Django Lane's girlfriend.
You could.
My man, Joanna Man. Will Smith could have been Joanna Man, is what you think.
No, because all them people in there are like comedians.
So you wouldn't go to see Will Smith stand up?
I would.
I go see it. I ain't gonna lie.
See it.
I've seen people I wouldn't go see ever again. So.
Can you name one?
I'm not doing that. What you trying to do?
Hey, we having a real conversation. That's all I'm doing. These are opinions, man. We don't pay their bills. These are opinions.
I probably would never go pay to see like Kevin Hart.
I saw him early on in his career in Vegas with a group of people. It was funny, and everybody he had with him was funny. Like the Plastic Cup Boys, Naeem and Lynn, those guys are funny.
But they're fun. I like their stand-up outside of him.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. If you haven't seen Tony Baker live, you need to go see it.
Tony Baker. That dude is funny.
Now he's funny.
To me, he probably number one right now.
I saw him and Corey Holcomb at the same time because he was on the. Oh man, it was outstanding. I cried. It was that funny.
They're two different too. Like
yeah,
I mean, Tony Baker is funny. I saw him. I think I saw him last year actually. Yeah.
Yeah, with Kev.
Kev on stage.
He should have been.
Must be nice.
Because like it was like the energy switched. Like Tony Baker like had everybody laughing, and Kev did good, but it was like you can't have the headliner basically going before you. Just how he did it. And you can feel it.
Tony Baker is just relatable to all people.
Yeah.
And he tells comedy for everybody, so that's tough to top.
And he can do, he could do clean. He could do like inappropriate. He could do whatever. He could do animals, like whatever you need him to do. That's why I was like, whew, it's hard coming after that man.
He's super versatile. I wouldn't want to go after him. But, all right, what we got next? We went kind of far off of Bad Boys.
It always happens.
Wasn't funny in the movie. Jamal,
it always happens. All right. Do you think Black movies have gotten better or worse? Worse.
It ain't even a question. I dare anybody to say they got better. Because this one proves they got this. Oh, you want him to answer first? Go ahead.
Wait, no. Okay. With that question, do you think the storylines have gotten better? It's a two-part question. Okay.
I would say they got worse, significantly worse, and the storylines are the same. You can watch any movie for the past 10 to 15 years that's supposed to be a Black movie, and you can find that same storyline over and over and over and over. It's a slave movie. It's a movie about terrible relationships, like the woman's by herself, the guy's by himself, fighting against whatever injustices. You know, so it's always racism, poverty, you're in a gang or something like that. Or it has to be a real life biopic. There's no range. There's no range being given. And a lot of Black people are writing the movies, producing the movies, but then they can't get the backing. This happened for Spike Lee the whole time he made all his movies in the 80s and 90s. He has all these varying degrees of what he's talking about in movies, couldn't get money to back it to make the movie. So now we got to watch these on demand or these Amazon Prime movies with a $300 budget and they shot with their phone.
They're terrible.
I would say that the movies are getting worse. It's the same themes, but the thing is, in the 90s, the casts were better. Granted, a lot of them were on the come up, so they probably were making less, but the casts were better. So that's the big difference. Like they still have the same, we're gonna rob a bank type movies, but the cast ain't good. Like they're just trash. The slave movies, I never liked the slave movies. So I remember.
Well, think about this. Name a slave movie in the 80s.
Well, I wouldn't say in the 80s.
That's the year that was in.
Name a slave movie in the 90s.
There ain't none.
Okay, so now name a slave movie in the 2000s, and you can name 15 to 20 of them.
And they all make the most money too. That's the crazy thing.
I got the list right here of all the slave movies.
There's 12.
There's a lot.
You know what? I seen 12 Years a Slave. Don actually gave me tickets right to this premiere. He wanted Emoji to go. When I tell you that was the most uncomfortable thing in the world. It was like me. There was like 3 Black people. Everybody else was white, and they did questions after.
What happened to the emoji? What happened to the unity? That's not. That's a tough movie to sit down and watch.
You can't go to the theaters for those. This is so uncomfortable.
Nobody from Emoji wanted to go. Literally nobody. All right, I'm gonna go because whatever. And they did a discussion after. It's nothing but white people asking the question, white people answering.
I saw Black Klansman in Carlsbad. And I swear this old lady smiled the whole movie like she was reminiscing. I was like, I can't do this.
In the movie. Listen, when I was coming up, there was one major slave movie. In 1997, Amistad came out. That's when that guy got famous. And Jobu Hensu, I think that's his name. That's how he became famous. off of that role. And then before that, the only other slave narrative or movie that we saw was made for TV stuff, like Roots or Queen, where Halle Berry played a person passing. And other than that, there was no actual slave movie that was like big budget put out like that. So when we going about have they gotten worse, they continue to tell this slave narrative from one perspective. Where the movies at about everybody else being slaves? Because all races of people have been enslaved at some point. We don't get those Hollywood movies.
Yeah, Hollywood, they pick and choose. You'll get like, they pick the same actors to be in the same movies.
Yes.
It'll be Kevin
every time.
It'll be Kevin Hart's Summer, and then it'll be like right now Jordan Peele he's running it. So all the movies are his movies. And that one dude, what's his name? His eyes are always fucked up. What is it?
Daniel.
Daniel, whatever.
Don't talk about Marjan just like that. Come on, man.
That dude.
They about to come out with him. And Lakeith, he's coming up. He's about to be in everything.
Yeah. But that's it. But they're not in major movies. Like, they're not like in the blockbuster of the summer. They're in the movies that come out in the beginning of the year that they're like, maybe. So Kevin Hart
supporting roles too. They're never in like a major issue. So and when they do, it's not a big movie. So
I have a question now because I should have asked this earlier. But do you consider Get Out and Us a black movie? No.
That's tough. That's tough because I'm gonna have to say yes.
For which one?
For both?
Us is not even on my list. So Us can sit down somewhere. But Get Out, yes, because what we was talking about before about a movie being like black dominant or culture or narrative, Get Out is a black narrative and it's told from a different black perspective. So we got to kind of include a person who grew up mixed or a person who grew up in a white neighborhood, black people that grew up in different areas of the world that don't get a black American hood experience. And we all can still relate to everything that happened in that movie. And it's still directly connected to the black experience. It's just being told by somebody else that may not have grew up in the hood with all black parents and black family members. So I would still have to say yes. It's a black narrative. The story is a black narrative.
I don't know if I would put Get Out as a black movie. It's more like
a horror film, remember? It's a horror film.
Yeah.
Horror to me, it's like the movie was like for people who need to realize that white girls be snitching and setting people up. Basically, that's what it is. I like for me, I was like, oh, that's been happening. They've been setting brothers up but
it wasn't a Hollywood film.
Yeah.
It's the black narrative. Who else is telling that story then, Jamal? Who else is telling that?
Jordan Peele, he gets in the room because he's like the acceptable black person too, though. Like nobody's intimidated by him. That's why Key and Peele was able to like do what it did, in my opinion. Like,
well, yes, you're right. Because in the 90s, when Spike Lee did this, he didn't get this support. Yeah. In the 80s, when Robert Townsend did this, he didn't get this support.
We didn't even have
Robert Townsend. He good too.
Robert Townsend had his own studio. He produced his own movies. He had a TV show and all of this, and he put all these actors and comedians on. Yep. And they turned around and started doing TV shows and movies, and then with no support. So now we see Jordan Peele get the support. It kind of substantiates what you're saying. He's accepted in areas that these other people were not.
It kind of bothers me that he's so accepted so easily. Like, he didn't have to do no fight or nothing. Like, people would put his show up against the Chappelle show. It ain't even in the same category. Like,
no.
But they would compare it, and he gets accepted. Him and what's the other dude?
Keegan Michael Key.
Yeah, they get accepted easily. I'm like, why?
Oh,
they're safe.
I mean,
they are safe.
And look at how many movies they've been in and produced. Yeah. And producing a movie is not $20 million of your money. You go out and pitch the movie, and you get people to donate or be a part of the project. That's tough when other black producers can't get the same thing going. That, you can kind of see the favoritism.
Oh, you definitely see it.
Oh, I wanted to add the storyline to the storyline. So if you go back to the 80s and 90s, you get a movie like Crooklyn that shows a black family living in the area and the father wants to be a musician. He's not really making money. The mother has, I think she had cancer, and the kids are having fun, and the whole idea of going down south for the summer, all of that. That's one type of movie. Then you get more money, and you got these two dudes hustling in the city, and then they make their way up into corporate America and run scams. Then you got Media Man, which is just complete foolery. That's another Robert Townsend movie. Yeah. And him becoming a superhero and all of that. Then you got Stella Got a Groove Back, and she's out here 40-something, hanging out with a 20-something-year-old dude. So then you got Do the Right Thing, that's talking about the police brutality. Mo Better Blues, dealing with the blues. You got The Wood, dealing with coming from, the East Coast or the South over to the West. So you see that right there, the range of topics. Say what?
The Wood came out in '99, I think.
You just know that off the top of your head? You must have looked it up.
I looked it up. That's my favorite, one of my favorite movies.
So look at that range. And then you talk about right now today, it's very limited. And that's every movie I just named is a different topic. And we could continue. And the topics will get into the hundreds of what they covered. Today, it's like less than 10 topics that they're covering. It's the same thing over and over and over.
I would say TV shows are covering more now than the movies are, which should be the opposite. Yeah. But
wouldn't you say that's because there's no control over TV now like it was before? Oh, yeah. The network no longer controls TV. Now you're streaming. And now all you have to do is sell your show to Amazon or Hulu. You have to go to NBC and ABC.
They can literally put their stuff on YouTube, blow up themselves, and then you got to come calling for them and giving them money.
Issa Rae.
Issa Rae did it.
I was about to say, shout out.
A whole bunch of people.
I love
they put a whole bunch of people on too.
Hey, while you talking about YouTube, you always got to shout out the guy. Soulja Boy, tell him. You're going to talk about YouTube, you got to talk about Soulja Boy. I am not a Soulja Boy fan, but if you talk about YouTube, you better mention Soulja Boy.
I would say social media is Soulja Boy. He's the one, he dominated like MySpace. I was young, so I know. We was listening to that. I ain't gonna act like we wasn't. Soulja Boy was he dominated.
But did you have the white sunglasses with your name wrote across it?
No, because I didn't buy them though. I had the big.
They had them big ass T-shirts down to the knees. Good Lord.
Big old jeans.
So was you cranking that Soulja Boy?
Nah.
Was you cranking that Batman? Was you cranking that Spider-Man though? All of those was dances.
They had the Batman, the Spider-Man,
the SpongeBob,
the Yank, whatever.
Oh man, all right, we losing movies now. What's next? What we got?
Oh, see, this is what happens every time. All right. Let me see where I want to go with this. Give me a couple underrated Black movies. It could be from any.
Let me scroll down my list.
Underrated.
Any year. Underrated.
Class act.
I got that on my list. How you? Where am I? Look, hold up. You see this? I got the DVD player.
Class act is underrated. I like Class Act better than House Party. Personally,
I was about to ask that.
Hold on. Class Act is better than House Party 3, House Party 4, and possibly House Party 2. It's not better than House Party 1. You tripping if you saying it's better than House Party. I like it more. You might like it more, but I mean, not 1. I can give you the rest of them, 2, 3, and 4. People don't even know about House Party 4 because you got. Have you even seen House Party 4? It went straight to TV.
I stopped after 3.
That was immature.
Yeah, but Batman, he was older.
Yeah, I saw that one.
It's kind of whack. I mean, it's all the way.
They gotta stop with after a while.
Class Act is funny every time I watch it though. It is. You know, I even remember the raps when they was rapping Duncan Penderhughes and Blade Brown, aka Michael Charles Blade Brown. That's the coldest name of a bully I ever seen. Okay, Higher Learning is a very underrated movie.
Oh my
God. If you go watch Higher Learning right now, it's the same thing that's going on at every college campus right now.
When I saw Higher Learning, I was like, first white person I see. They
Come on, man. Come on, man. It ain't about that, man.
I was like a teenager. I was like, the first white person I see, you're fighting me.
This guy got come on, man. Get this guy out of here. So Higher Learning discuss the groups that break up, how people break up into racial categories in high school and college, how the school doesn't really care about you based on what you can do for the school. Omar Epps, again, was featured.
Yep.
He had to run his way into a scholarship. Then you got Ice Cube is sitting here dealing with being a super senior and him teaching all the black people underneath him things they need to know about school. Then you got Lawrence Fishburne. He gets lost in that movie.
Wasn't Busta Rhymes in that too?
Busta Rhymes is in the movie. You know, Regina King is in that movie too, as the roommate.
And what's her name? The model. What's her name?
Tyra Banks.
Tyra, yeah.
And her forehead was in the movie too.
Oh.
No, we're not about to do her. Like that.
We can act like Tyra Banks ain't got no.
Hey, I was there for it. I was there for Tyra Banks and up for it. And she was on the track team and they never showed her run. Now that I was mad at. I hate movies that show people in athletics that can't do it. Have you ever seen that movie, O, that was supposed to be a remake of Othello? And Mekhi Phifer played O. Oh, man, you want to see
in that movie?
Yep, Mekhi Phifer. And he can't hoop, and it showed it.
I never.
Can't do that. That's like every Disney movie ever.
Life is an underrated movie.
How is Life underrated when Life is on pretty much everybody's top 5?
Right.
No, Life is underrated because when people talk about black movies, they always leave Life off.
How?
Who? A lot of people. Maybe
no. You must be hanging out with Jordan Peele. How you?
Come on.
Well, Life is underrated to me. Clearly not to y'all.
You're right. Dead Presidents is underrated. Dead Presidents discusses the military, how black people are treated in the military, coming back, getting no benefits, and it kind of covers the Vietnam era of all those black people coming back, not getting the GI Bill. The GI Bill y'all know about today is for school. GI Bill previously was about a home and an acre of land, and all that was given to non-black people, and the black people never received it. So he turned right back into hustling, which is what he left his neighborhood in the begin with to go to the military. So it kind of gave that scope. And that's all my uncles and people above me, where they would tell black people the military is not for you, or that's not our game, and, you know, different things that people were told. And this movie kind of covered that, and they went into robbing banks.
I mean, we grew up in Oceanside, so we kind of knew it. I knew the military wasn't for me, but...
You could go now. You got a haircut now.
I was never in the military. No.
I said Booty Call.
Booty Call.
I got that movie. I don't think it's underrated though. How would you say it's underrated? First of all, the movie only happened in 2 places: the store and the apartment. So there was no scenes in the movie.
I was like,
there was no scene.
And the restaurant. It was in the restaurant.
The restaurant where he had the 2 shrimp.
And the little Chinese restaurant.
That's how you know.
The hospital.
They had
all that was one set. They were on set. This movie didn't happen at a real place. They was on set. They had 2 locations. Everything else was on set. So I can't.
I feel like it doesn't get the appreciation because it's funny. Jamie Foxx is hilarious.
Appreciation though, but it's not
okay.
Like
check this out. Take Jamie Foxx out the movie, or you still calling it underrated? Because who sold the movie? It's Jamie Foxx in the scene with Bernie Mac. After that, there's nothing.
I would say it's slightly rated. There's no storyline. It's just you trying to get some. That's it. That's
the storyline.
Check this out. Is that storyline real?
No.
Because who went to the little magic shop to go get some lambskin condoms and this? When did that happen in real life? People actually go to the store and go pick up some condoms, but then you might run into somebody later at night and you buying the condom. But what about the whole saran wrap, the 2 dudes behind the counter?
But people used to use saran wrap.
You're right.
I would just
but I'm talking about all the things that were going on.
But in the
Like,
90s,
come on.
you know about using saran wrap?
People were using saran. Yes, they were, Jamal. They were using
People
saran
was using
wrap.
Vaseline in the 90s. So y'all
They
don't
was
know
using
about that.
Saran wrap.
They was using Vaseline. You saw the movie. I'm not even gonna bring that up because it was negative in that movie. But to catch the preacher there with his little thing that he was supposed to be with, you know, it's so the dog trying to find the dog.
Mm-hmm.
That come on, Tommy Davidson got wrapped up in the saran wrap and scooted on. That's all comedy. That's foolery. That's not real.
I don't find
what really happens
funny either. So that's kind of what it is to me.
Wait, you don't find who?
Tommy Davidson.
See, that's oh my God. So you got Will Smith, now you got Tommy Davidson. Come on, man.
Listen,
Jamal showing his true colors today.
Stand-up special by Will Smith before I see a special by Tommy Davidson, who is the actual comedian. He ain't funny to me.
Hold up. So you didn't like Tommy Davidson in all the In Living Color skits?
I'm not gonna say all, but I'm saying I could have did without him.
I'm not gonna say all.
So if they
the whole cast, he probably the worst one.
Whoa.
The stars. We're not gonna go to the people. No, we're talking.
Okay, I was about to say Marlon and Sean.
The stars.
So you're saying he's better than the sister?
No, he's not better than him. Kim's better than him. Kim Wayne.
Yeah.
He's better than him.
She had some very good characters and sketches. She was the lady that was telling everybody business. I ain't the one to gossip, and so you ain't heard that from me.
Yeah.
He's corny to me.
Wow.
Ooh wee. Woo.
Now he's corny.
That's tough. Look, you see, this is what I'm pushing. Black love. I don't know nothing about what he's talking about. I'm not going to, you know what I'm saying? Jamal, I'm not going to agree with that one.
Davidson is corny.
Okay,
I'll tell you this, I wouldn't pay for a stand-up.
Somebody will have to pay me to go see Tommy Davidson.
I'm not going to see a movie that he's playing the leading role.
He can't get no leading role. He couldn't get a leading role in his prime.
He could play Sammy Davis Jr. though. That was one of his major spots to get on.
He playing a coon is what he be playing. That's what he plays.
Okay, all right. Here you go.
Any other underrated?
Devil in a Blue Dress is an underrated movie, and a lot of black people haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it.
So Spike Lee movie, Denzel Washington is the lead character, and Amanda Beals, I think that's her name, and Denzel he was former military, he's coming back, he's now a private investigator, and he's trying to find out what's going on with the mayor. They uncovered the mayor having he has pedophile photos and stuff, and he's hiding a secret, and then the secret is he's trying to hide these photos, but then one of the other rich guys is married to the lady who's a devil in a blue dress is what they're calling, because she's passing as white and she's actually black.
Okay.
And Denzel investigates the story and finds this out, and that's the whole story that they're trying to hide the whole movie.
It's a Spike Lee movie?
Yeah. Devil in a Blue Dress. Gotta see it. Oh, and I will also say the last one I would say is School Days. School Days is underrated. Now, School Days isn't a great movie, but it's very underrated as far as the topics it covered.
I've never.
And Lawrence Fishburne is a lead character in that movie too.
I fell asleep. We watched it in my African American class.
Fell asleep.
It's like a musical.
I fell asleep during the class.
Look, if y'all can watch High School Musical 1 through 18, you can watch School Days.
I've never watched a musical though.
Or 4.
If you can watch any Disney movie where they break out into song and dance, you can watch School Days. Okay.
High School Musical was good.
It kind of gave an insight on fraternities and sororities if you've never been, HBCU if you've never been a part of it. They talked about colorism with the different sororities and how some of these things kind of went on or began or stuff they're going through. So, and they talked about the black crime and violence. So a lot of that was covered within a whole musical and a lot of comedy.
Who's the lead in that? It's Lawrence
Fishburne.
Okay, yeah.
And guess who his girlfriend is? Spike Lee's sister.
Oh, that's his sister?
Yes, and Tisha Campbell is in the movie too.
I know she's in there.
Yeah, it's a lot of black. Radio Raheem is in the movie. A lot of people is in it.
I didn't know that's his sister.
Yes.
Now I'm about to go watch all these Spike Lee movies and be like, oh, there she is.
Another underrated movie, Jungle Fever.
Underrated?
The scene
I
with
don't
Samuel
know.
L. Jackson
I could
and
agree with
Halle
that.
Berry. He was like, get over here. Hey, this my girl Viv. Viv, say hi. Yeah, this my brother. He's a big shot and everything.
Is that an underrated movie though?
Yes.
Hell no.
Gator.
No. I would say
Spike Lee is the beat up little cousin borrowing money, a friend, and Samuel L. Jackson is a crackhead on prime time. I believed him. When I grew up seeing that, I thought Samuel L. Jackson was a crackhead for real.
how many movies of Spike Lee is he in?
Every movie he made, he's in it.
He's not in all of them, isn't he?
He's in every movie he made. He Got Game. He's in that movie.
He's in all them movies. God damn.
I can't name a movie. He might not be in the Five Bloods. I don't think I saw him make a cameo in that movie.
Oh, I still have to watch that.
It's on my list.
But he's in about every, I would say at least 90% of the movies he's made, he's in them.
Is he in Black? He's not in Black Klansman, is he?
I never seen that, so I don't know.
I don't think he's in it.
No, I don't think so.
He's in.
I don't recall seeing him, but it's so.
Is he in Chirac?
I never seen that either. That goes to the black movies you've not seen that would shock people.
You don't need to see that.
Oh yeah, that was
When I heard, who was it, Nick Cannon or Tiger? When I heard one of them was supposed to be a thug, I was like, I'm out of here.
Nick Cannon plays. Yeah, you ain't missing nothing.
I'm out of here. Nope.
I can't get that time back.
So are we going overrated now, or?
I got a lot of them overrated.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Color Purple.
I only have one.
Color Purple. Overrated.
I was gonna say it, but I'm glad you did.
Overrated.
Woo.
Oh my god.
Hell no.
Can you tell
Are
us
you
why?
serious?
That movie is terrible.
Mom would be shaking right now.
Mm.
Hear this.
Please
What's
tell us
terrible
why.
about it?
People know the.
She
people
reunited with her sister.
You know why people like it? Because those like two quotes.
So it's ugly.
All my life I had to fight. That
Hold up, man.
It's tragic. I don't like that. It's just tragedy. The whole.
Man. It is a tragic movie.
I can't believe this.
It's
I can't
made by
believe it.
Steven Spielberg.
a
A
white
lot
man.
of people don't know. But the story is written by Alice Walker. So, and it was a bestseller. So
Overrated.
Overrated.
Oh, check this out. How about this? Do you watch it when it comes on TV and stop and watch it, or have you bought the movie?
I had the first time I
sure.
watched it was on TV.
No, but I'm saying, you know, like when Baby Boy comes on, people will stop and finish it. Friday, you stop and finish it. If you turn the
Color
channel,
Purple,
Glad you mentioned Baby Boy. Another overrated movie on my list.
hold up, you got heart? You got heart, Pep?
That's
Come on, man. Jody,
Jody
staying at home with my girl.
Yeah,
You
scrub.
living at home with your mom, can't take care of your responsibilities as a man? Get the
Did
heat,
Baby
girl.
Boy ever go to theaters, or was that straight to DVD? Was it in theaters?
I saw it from Blockbuster.
Oh, okay.
First of all, if Snoop Dogg is your villain in the movie,
Hold up. He had the tank top on though, and the tank top was sagging, and it was extra small.
like, get out of here. I ain't worried about
Hey, that didn't kill me. What killed me is that Omar Gooding played a tough guy. I just saw you on Smart Guy.
Oh my God.
You can't go from Smart Guy and all them Nickelodeon shows to now you tough. And you tough.
can't.
I gotta ask my girl for money. You think I feel like a man, huh, Jody Joe? That no. What you good at, Robin? Come on, I didn't believe it. I liked the movie, but I didn't believe Omar Gooding. And Snoop Dogg didn't help either, so I'm gonna have to agree with you that it's overrated.
when he knocked down the fort. Baby Boy is not supposed to be a comedy.
It was definitely funny.
It's not supposed to be funny, but it's like, that's the problem. It's terrible.
I'm not gonna sock you out, but I am gonna whoop your ass.
Oh, at the party. Like, that's not supposed to be funny. But we laugh at that.
It was. Oh man, or Ving Rhames? You didn't even mention Ving Rhames for the.
Not mention Vin Rain.
So, whoo, I mean, Baby Boy's over. Hold up, overrated. White Chicks is overrated.
No, that's where we stop right there.
Hated the movie.
No.
Oh no, Jamal
No.
want to give his back up. Let me give my line in the movie that everybody loves. Once you go black, you end up in a wheelchair.
I'm not gonna let you do
And
this.
Terry Crews pop locking and all this stuff.
That's your
No.
man, Terry Crews, man. That's your man.
Overrated. Overrated. Terry Crews is only good in Everybody Hates Chris. Other
We're
than
not
that,
getting on.
hey man, I would never watch that movie.
Oh
I saw
God.
probably 8 minutes of it and I turned it off. I was like, I can't watch this.
White Chicks is
Nothing-
hilarious. Oh
What's
my God.
funny? Because they started singing that theme song when they was in the car or something like that. Didn't they do that?
Marlon Wayans is hilarious. I
See,
think it was a great movie. That's my favorite.
You know what?
movie.
You know what? I agree with you. So name the Marlon Wayans movie that's on your top 5. Exactly.
Marlon Wayans.
Exactly. No, that's in your top 5. This is about top 5, right?
White Chicks is my favorite
White
movie.
Chicks.
You're out of your mind.
You like to watch
This
it?
is my favorite.
You're out of your mind. Every scary movie is overrated.
Whoa, the first one?
Look, I can give you scenes, but the movie, I can't give you the movie. Hey, you know what? The first one is the funniest, but they still overrated. We talking about overrated.
No,
We ain't talking about it's not good.
One?
We talking about overrated.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
White Chicks
Scary movie
overrated.
was good when it came out, but to me it's overrated. Then they kept doing them and kept doing it, and then it all lost value.
Yeah, that's very true.
Mm-hmm. The first two were funny though.
I'm gonna say
The first two were funny.
any of those biopics like 42. What's the other one?
Overrated. You right about that. That's overrated.
They're all
The
overrated.
James Brown
Not all
movie.
of them. Not all of
I
them.
got mad when they did that one. They didn't do it good, and they definitely messed up the Miles Davis movie.
The casting, they cast what's his name for almost all of them. They put Chadwick.
His name is Black Panther for the rest of his life.
I mean, it took me a while to learn his name.
That's he
All of them.
had to take them checks. He was like, I got a
Wait,
small window as an actor. I'm
so what
already
about
46.
Ray is a great movie.
Ray is perfect.
That is a great movie.
All of the biopics.
Ray is an A+ movie.
All the
forever.
biopics.
Like the with Chadwick, not all the biopics.
Oh, okay. Say that then. Say that.
So you saying Leon didn't do a good job as as Little
and the
Richard?
5 Heartbeats?
No, as Little Richard. Leon played Little Richard in a Little Richard biopic.
What is his real name?
Leon.
Is it really Leon?
I'm gonna go with Leon. Because if he got another name,
I don't know.
I'm calling him Leon.
I just know.
Juice is overrated to me.
Hey, chill, homie.
I never
What's
watched
the?
it.
It's not in nobody's top 10 or top 5. So how is Juice overrated? Juice is like right here. That's it. So
Juice
how is it overrated?
Oh, dude.
I don't like Juice.
Okay,
I think
you
it's
don't like
lightly
it,
rated.
but how is it overrated?
It's
What's
trash.
wrong with Juice?
Above the Rim and Juice. I'll put
Oh,
both.
whoa! You're going too far.
Terrible movie. I watched it. Maybe because I'm watching it from 2020 lenses, but I was like, this movie, how did it get made?
Okay, so with Above the Rim, I watched that movie so many times. I saw every flaw in the movie, and it hurt for me. You can't watch it now. They showed Leon make the same jump shot 47 times.
Yeah.
In a thermal, in corduroy pants. He went out there and beat everybody. Ace Boogie, my man Ace, because I'm going to call him Ace. His name is Wood Harris. He can't hoop. You can't have people that can't hoop playing basketball in a basketball movie.
Wood Harris is, yeah.
Wood Harris. And then he came out and shot like this.
Come on.
Wood Harris was a thug of all thugs, and when he had to pull the gun out and shoot, he was doing this. That didn't make sense to me. You in the hood, you around your people. Why are you shaking when he had to shoot my man Tommy Shepard? Spread your fingers, snap your wrist. That lasted for 25 years. I cannot say it's overrated. And what about when Tupac pulled the blade out his mouth like that? Hey, that was a thing. Y'all just didn't get that out here in Oceanside. That was a thing for 20 years.
Bad about Tupac, so I'm gonna leave that.
People used to go to the club with a blade in their mouth or come to school like that.
That's crazy.
And play with it in their mouth all day long just to learn how to use it. So that, stuff like I can't look. Deliver Us from Evil is overrated.
That movie's not on nobody's list.
Oh,
I heard a lot of people say they like it.
It is not.
Whose list is that on?
They're saying it's overrated. Whoever likes it, overrated. Big Mama's House, overrated, not funny.
1, 2, 3.
Oh,
All trash.
Dear White People, overrated.
You said what?
Dear White People is overrated.
the movie or the show?
It's
or both?
rated.
The movie.
It's not great.
Oh, okay.
It's not good. It's just meh.
Yeah, but it got all this hype and this. Overrated.
Yeah.
Love and Basketball, overrated.
That's mine. That was the one I came up with. Love and Basketball.
People just like Omar Epps and they like Sanaa Lathan. The movie's overrated. And Omar Epps can't hoop.
Mm-hmm.
And he got hurt in a way you can't get hurt playing basketball. Sanaa Lathan is better than him at basketball. Like, it was so boy. The best part of the movie is the opening scene when she come out there and beat all of them and they find out she a girl. Other than that, it's just Maxwell. That's it. After that, who you going to the prom with? Spalding? Like, people forgot Gabrielle Union's in the movie. Like, come on, man. The movie is weak. And then they both go to the league. He ain't getting drafted. In real life, he's not getting drafted. Sanaa Lathan is going to the WNBA. She's getting drafted. Omar wasn't that nice, man. And his daddy was whack.
What are the movies? I don't know if it's
Next Friday. Overrated.
No, stop.
You got look. Again, I didn't say it wasn't good. It's overrated because Friday was a smash. And people waited for years and years. And when's he gonna get it? When's the next one? When's the next one? But Chris Tucker was having a time of his life because he made 37 movies in 2 years. He was so rich, he wanted to ask for so much money that they couldn't get him in next Friday. And it wasn't until they ran across Mike Epps that they was able to make the movie, and it was still funny. But the hype around the movie did not live up to par.
Well, it's not. I'm not gonna compare it. I don't compare it to Friday. So that's
next Friday.
The sequels are never better than the original.
Oh, whoa. Okay, here you go. Friday, next Friday, Friday after next.
Whoa, no. You are crazy. You are
No. I'm talking about there's a dip with next Friday and Friday after next. To me, Friday after next is better than next Friday.
You're crazy.
Hey, y'all need to take a poll. Put a poll up on Instagram on the Harris Show.
I'm gonna write that down.
Friday, next Friday, Friday after next, and put up which one is funniest, 1, 2, 3. And watch next Friday be the lowest. It's Mike Epps, okay? Mike Epps is funny. The movie stinks. You had Joker, Baby Joker, Little Baby Joker, all the I just came boss from Sugar. You think that was written down? Mike Epps probably just freelanced the whole movie.
But I think he did that in the first Friday.
He did, but that's why the movie just Friday was completely written. They had a storyline. You had more characters. Next Friday got 2 characters. The movie happened in Rancho Cucamonga, man.
Yeah, but that's what the whole plot of the movie was. He got moved because Debo.
All right, what's Day-Day's white slave name?
What's his name?
Roach. And you know why you didn't know it? Because the movie's overrated.
But Roach don't matter. Roach is like.
What was the Asian lady's name that was smoking weed on the front porch every day?
I don't remember her name.
Miss Ho.
Yep.
Miss Ho.
Yes, but Jamal didn't know. I told you it's overrated, man.
But I don't remember the name of anybody in the Friday After Next either. I haven't watched those movies in a long time.
It is not cemented in your brain, so it
Next
ain't
good,
good.
but it's better.
Fridays is in my brain. I watch Friday.
Man, look, Next Friday got so
I
many
watched it
quotes,
most,
so many jokes that people still use today.
So does Friday. And Friday came out like 30 years ago.
Yes, but we talking about next Friday's overrated. The only thing people repeat from next Friday is they ain't 20s, but I keep them clean though.
No.
That's not. I'll be like, don't look at me.
Don't look at me.
I've been quoting next Friday.
See, y'all talking about
Exactly.
California stuff. I'm talking about nationwide.
What you mean? Next Friday it's California.
No, but what she just said, that's more of a California reference. That ain't. So it's not universal. Friday, universal. Next Friday, you know who you forgot was in that movie with the extra medium? That's the first time we heard that on TV.
Who?
So you forgot the comedian that was the crackhead, the Santa Claus, the stealing Santa Claus.
Oh, what's his name? He got his own show.
Ricky Smiley.
Yeah. He's in Friday After Next.
Look at all them. You got Money Mike, you got Damon, and Damon is a better villain than Devo.
No!
Oh yeah.
You are.
Matter of fact, Terry Crews, Friday
false.
After Next is your better role than Everybody Hates Chris.
I agree with that, but he ain't better than Debo. He's not even like a villain.
Okay, Debo is trash in Next Friday. Debo's good in the first one. He's trash in Next Friday. Don't try to act like Next Friday's good. Next Friday got him and Sticky Fingers at the dog truck. Come on, man.
Let's see, what other movies am I thinking?
Hot sauce on my burrito, baby. That's the part people remember. Nobody remembers Debo was even in Next Friday.
But Debo's not really in that movie. He's barely in the movie. He's in the People
forgot Sticky Fingers was in the movie.
I forgot Sticky Fingers was in the movie, to be honest.
See, that's how whack they were.
I be getting Sticky Fingers and what's the other dude in Onyx? The other bald dude in Onyx. I be getting them mixed up. The Moesha dude.
Hold up, man. Hold up, man.
Guy.
We not doing
Pedro,
that.
whatever.
We not doing that. How can you compete with Sticky Fingers with anybody?
What other movies is overrated? Love Jones is overrated to me.
Hey, whoa.
I said
not doing that. We not doing that. Now you just hating.
Love Jones is an okay movie, but like people always put it in their top black movies, and it's not in the top.
But see, this is what you're missing. They putting it in the top black movies because it was a love story. It showed people in relationships for real, a divorce happening, people trying to still be a player, having to make a decision, and now we're not talking about racism, we're not talking about jobs, like we escaping all of that. We're actually having a love story and a love connection right in the middle of the 90s, and this is when you saw all these black relationships, and it was just a lot of black love going on. That's why people like the movie so, and it was a little bit of a fantasy, like because he was stalking her in the movie. You don't look at
low key. He was
stalking her.
Yeah,
that's stalking.
Low, he did.
Hey,
he did.
He stalked.
Hey, when you forgot, Raheem was in the movie from Juice. Raheem was Nia Long's ex.
The movie would have been over from the beginning when you stalking her. It won't be no movie.
Bill Bellamy is in the movie.
Bill Bellamy is a trash person too.
How to be a player? You gonna tell me how to be a player wasn't good?
His role, Bill Bellamy's role in Love Jones.
He drove a Cadillac hearse.
Nobody liked Bill Bellamy because of that. People like
always plays an asshole.
What about my man? The director from Drumline was in their friend group too. I forgot his name. He only been in 2 movies. As far as
Drumline. Who did Drumline?
The bald
dude. The guy with the hair.
No, the bald dude.
Oh, the bald dude.
The bald dude is their friend. He was the director for Nick Cannon and Drumline. He's like the head band leader. The band leader.
I know what you're talking about. What is his name?
I don't know. Only seen him in those 2 movies.
Drumline's underrated.
Whoa. Nick Cannon can't play the drums.
No. It's not that. It's for what it did for people. Like people wanted to go to black colleges because of it. For the people
out of your mind. You talking about different world in school days.
No, my age group. Not like
okay. Oh, you know what? You're right. Which HBCU did you go to?
I didn't.
Okay, all right.
Hold on.
All right.
I wanted to go to one. I can't afford it.
All right. I'm just asking. I just want you to validate that statement. That's all.
No, I don't
He
know.
said made him want to
A lot of
go.
people,
He
though,
didn't
for
go.
them, that's their first like seeing that. They
I
never.
mean, you're right. And J. Anthony Brown was good in the movie, and it was some real band. But did you like the Petey Pablo part?
P. Pablo. I could have did without it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not
With
gonna.
the mink on. Yeah, they went too far with that. Wasn't Lala in that movie? Oh no, it was Free. Free was in that movie.
Yes, AJ
Yep.
Free.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Ooh.
All right. All
Free.
right, moving on.
Ooh,
Okay,
Daddy.
we got it. We got it. What are some movies you haven't watched that people would be surprised?
Because it's me, because people look at me the way they look at me, I have not seen 12 Years as a Slave. I haven't seen that, and I will not see it. I have not seen I Am Not Your Negro, Hidden Figures, Selma,
Damn, I haven't seen that one either.
Moonlight, Straight Outta Compton, Queen and
I
Slim,
haven't seen Moonlight.
Dreamgirls,
Dream
Killing
Girl.
the Bee,
Oh my god.
Harriet,
Okay, I'm done.
A Birth of a Nation.
I
I haven't seen none of those movies.
You haven't seen
First
Dream
of all,
Girls?
I don't want to see it.
Girls.
Okay, see, this what y'all remember how y'all set this up? Oh, favorite black movies from the 80s and 90s, because y'all went, oh, this old dude was born in the 1920s, so let's take it back a notch. So guess what you don't understand? Dreamgirls has already come out. So when y'all get 10 years older and y'all start seeing movies repeating, you're gonna have to choose. I don't want to see the new Dreamgirls. I saw the old one way
It's
down.
good.
I never seen the new Roots that they put out in like 2016. I saw the old one.
The old one's like 20 hours.
Yeah, because it was a mini series for TV and we had to watch it in school. Over
I just
all
think-
the Black History Month.
Out of all your whole list, Dreamgirls and Moonlight, I feel like you should just watch it because they're good.
I haven't
Everything
seen most Tyler Perry movies. I think I only seen like 3 or 4 Tyler Perry movies.
I've seen
I like his serious ones, not the Alex Cross.
Did you see A Fall from Grace?
I saw that and I like that movie. I like Temptation. I like Temptation
I think
because it covered a serious topic, and it's another one he got that I like. But the rest of them just plain foolery. I can't deal with all them Boo and Medea Goes to Christmas and Goes to Jazz.
Yeah, Halloween, all them stuff.
I can't do all that.
I haven't seen Hidden Figures.
Wait,
What?
Have you watched Moonlight?
Have I watched Moonlight? No.
Have you watched Moonlight? Yeah.
No.
Oh.
I haven't watched Moonlight. I haven't watched Shaft.
It's old. That's before your time. So
No, I watched like to a
unless
point.
you're talking about the new Shaft with that young dude in it.
I watched that one. It was trash.
Okay.
Samuel L. Jackson was funny in it, but I expected that. The new guy, I just couldn't do it. He was just too soft. School Days, I never finished that movie. I fell asleep. Hidden Figures. I haven't seen Dolomite Is My Name.
You're not missing anything. It's more nostalgia. Like if you grew up around that or knew about it, then you might like it. But for people that don't really know who, it could go either way.
What else? I've seen a lot though.
So you seen Queen and Slim?
Yeah. And there's a lot of fucking holes in that movie. Like a lot.
I'm good. I don't ever need to watch it.
I'm good.
Like people were mad too about that movie, about how it ended, and I'm like, how y'all gonna be mad about a movie like this? They on the run. You think they gonna live? They shouldn't even be as far as they made it.
Have you seen? But did you go watch A Birth of a Nation?
No.
That's supposed to be the Nat Turner movie. I never saw that either. Did you watch Harriet?
I never even knew they had a Harriet movie.
Yeah, it came out last year.
I didn't know they even had that.
It's on HBO.
It's too much slavery, man. After I watched Roots in the classroom, that was enough for me.
I don't watch trauma movies like that anymore because I don't understand why we need to. Like, I know the story. We learned about it. I don't need to keep putting that image in my head.
Yeah.
It's for me, but
it could do something to you. So you got to kind of You need a balance, but I would say counterbalance. It should be a little more positive than the negative.
I don't go to the movies and see traumas and stuff. I go to see comedy, like mostly.
Or horror.
Not even horror, because I don't like Us. I seen Us, but I didn't go see Get Out.
That was a thriller. It wasn't really like, I wouldn't say horror.
Well, I fell asleep on Us twice, so I guess it wasn't meant for me to watch it.
I didn't fall asleep, but that movie,
It was good.
I could see that. Some of the stuff.
Yeah.
I think I was tired. That's why I went. Not that it wasn't good. I was tired, but it was.
Us is better than Get Out as far as like a movie.
I think so.
But the storyline for Get Out is just more like shocking.
Well, I guess it's. Or maybe
Get Out had me go.
What are you afraid of? The scissors or the stitched up?
No.
There's nothing to be
It
scared.
was just like, ooh, they're creepy.
So M'Baku is believable with the baseball bat.
No,
because it's not believable to me.
Yup. To me, he is.
Just because you like the person doesn't mean they pull the character off. Okay. Okay. He's typecast. I saw him in another movie and he was not believable. I'm mad. He's in another movie that came out like last year, like a cop movie. He's like a boxer or something like that. It's on Netflix right now. I watched it.
I started watching that movie actually, and I fell asleep.
Did you see the extensions they put in his hair?
No, I fell asleep like the beginning of the movie. It was so boring.
Okay.
But
I hate when they use bad hair extensions.
Like, oh boy, what's his name?
You can just see it.
They gave him the fake braids.
Unbelievable. He's not believable to me.
The fake braid.
Oh,
Yeah.
your boy that was in the Tyler Perry movie.
Oh, Shamar
light-skinned
Moore.
Shamar Moore. Those might be the worst braids of all time. Didn't they give Tiger or somebody fake braids and stuff too?
Who?
Or Nick Cannon. Was it Nick Cannon that had a fake kid on his head?
Was it fake braids?
I don't know. The best kid ever on somebody's head is Steve Harvey.
Mm-hmm.
He's number one all time.
Oh yeah,
Nobody
I didn't know he had a wig until
I didn't know that till just now.
15, 16.
Nobody knew. So when nobody knew, but the barber or the people behind the stage, you pulled it off. Congratulations, you're number one till somebody else topped that one. You know, Will Smith trying. LeBron James and Will Smith, they trying to catch up to him, but they ain't.
Let it go. He need to do what I did. Shave it off. Join the team, man. Come on home.
Let's put Concussion on the list of overrated movies.
I never saw it.
I never watched it.
Overrated. What about the other movie Will Smith did with his son? Overrated.
Oh my God,
Name one.
Everybody says it's trash.
Any Jaden Smith movie is
Will
overrated.
Smith says it's trash.
It should have never made it to the theaters, so it's overrated.
Is that After Earth or something?
Overrated. Oh, Karate Kid, overrated.
Now we just throwing movies out because now y'all just getting crazy.
It's Jaden Smith. It's Jaden Smith. Every Jaden Smith movie. Tell me a movie you believed him in, where he just did a great job acting. Okay. So after that, trash. Okay, so we're gonna name our tops.
Yes, name your top 5. We'll end it there. I just feel like after what I've heard, y'all top 5 is probably gonna be.
First of all,
a little
I own my top 5. I don't know if y'all can say the same. So my top 5 in every category, I have the movie right here, and I can prove I own it. I can prove I own my top 5.
Go through yours because you run through eras.
You got Booty Call.
Yep. Oh, Belly. Belly is another overrated movie.
I never watched Belly.
Belly is.
It's overrated. It's great cinematography. It looks good. It feels good. The movie shows black people in such a good light and everything as far as visually, but the movie itself is just not. It's trash. You know, it's nostalgia.
All them rappers.
Yeah, and none of them can act. Everybody's just being a rapper. So it's talking tough.
Nana, go through yours first.
You want all my? I don't want to go first, but all right.
I'll go first. Hey, it's
Okay,
easy because y'all probably ain't got nothing for the 80s. 1980s Top
I got
5.
one from the 80s.
I got Trading Places, 1983. That's with
That a black movie? Is that considered a black movie?
my man. It's a black lead. It's all about Eddie Murphy, and without Eddie Murphy, it don't count.
I don't know about that.
Hey, I know this my list. Last Dragon, 1985.
Oh, that definitely would have been on my list. No.
Harlem Nights, 1989.
Mm.
Coming to America, 1988. And Do the Right Thing, 1989. So that's my 80s.
All right, what's your 90s?
House Party, 1990. Kicked it all off. Without House Party, we will be missing a lot in this era. People still do the kid play dance. People still use that font, that color pattern, and everything in everything today. Friday, perm. It's so much for Friday. People repeat, "Hey, Miss, when you gonna let me hit Miss Parker?" All that. It's everything still exists today. Love Jones, 1997, made my list.
Wow.
What did Jamal gotta say? Life, 1999, had to make the list. And if I had to pick one movie, I might have to pick Life. If I had to pick one movie that I had to watch for the rest of my life.
Life over Coming to America?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to pick Life. I laugh more. Every scene in Life is funny to me. Like it's nonstop.
Life is sad.
Coming to America got some dead points.
They spent their whole life locked
that's
up.
sad. Yeah.
That's sad.
But look, you're laughing, and then they give you the sad moments. So you get some range of emotions. Coming to America, he just went there. That'll be $25. What do you know?
There's like a part in Coming to America too that gets. That's why. Let me give my list. All right. My number 5 is The Wood.
I'm with that.
Number 4 is Do the Right Thing. Like I call myself Radio Raheem, so come on.
Okay.
Coming to America is my number 3 because there's like a part it like gets kind of boring. There's like a little part it gets kind of boring and then it just ends, in my opinion. My number 1 and number 2 are really interchangeable. Number 2 is Life, and number 1 is Friday. But it switches like depending on how I'm feeling.
Okay.
Like,
which have you seen the most?
Friday.
Life or Friday?
I seen Friday, but I'm from California, so it came on probably more.
I've seen Friday the most. Probably all the movies on my list, I've seen Friday the most.
But I think I laugh way more at Life than I do at Friday.
I do too.
So
but Friday is like a person. It's like, I want to go hang out with this person. You want to see it. It's so close to you. Friday is like a part of you. And when y'all might not remember because y'all don't know nothing about this, but when Friday came out, it was a gold VHS tape, and everybody wanted it. And it was the only one like every VHS was black. And Friday had a gold-plated VHS tape, so everybody wanted to buy it.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about that.
I don't know about that.
What's your 2000s, Jake?
I got The Best Man.
Oh, that's 2000. Dang, my list is all over the place.
That's the year 2000. Now,
movie too, but
I mean, it's overrated, but just what went on in the movie, the characters, and then you got a little bit of everybody in that movie.
It's
so
great.
It's just, Get Out is on my list because my 2000s don't go that far.
Get Out.
Paid in Full.
Oh, Paid in. What year did that come out?
2002. People think it's old. Yeah. People think it's real old, but it's not. Friday After Next. And the Marvel Black Panther.
Okay.
That's my top 5 for the 2000s. They don't go too much further than that.
You didn't care about the 2000s like that, huh?
I mean, you got Bad Boy, Baby Boy, Love and Basketball, Brown Sugar, All About the Benjamins, ATL, Great Debate,
I love Brown Sugar.
Next Friday, Ray, Drumline,
And
Barbershop, Kings of Comedy. I mean,
I was gonna put the Kings of Comedy on mine, but I don't see it as like I look at it as like a comedy special.
Yeah.
So then like.
Yeah.
I didn't know what's his name, Spike Lee or whatever, did that movie.
Yeah, it had a few guys. Stan Latham, Spike Lee, a few people was involved in it. Yeah.
All right. Angela, give your list so we can criticize it because I know it's trash.
Woo, she already said white chicks. You lost.
I already know.
Last place. Watch the High School
But I
Musical.
didn't consider White Chicks a black movie.
Woo.
All right, I got Waiting to Exhale.
I'm done. Let me
Fisher.
breathe. Waiting to exhale. What you 5 when the movie came out? How's that your top movie? Come on.
She wasn't even
Friday.
before the movie came out.
Which character were you? Were you Leela Rashawn getting played out by Leon?
No.
Or,
I feel like I was what's the chubby one? I feel like no, I wasn't her. But I liked her character the most.
She went out with Bubba Gump and he was a cokehead. And he wore a leather vest with no shirt on in the summertime with leather pants.
You did not just call him a cokehead.
Bubba Gump. No, we're not doing that.
Anyway, Coming to America, The Woods, my number one because I love that movie.
Wait, hold up.
Endlessly.
Mackin', hanging.
Mm-hmm.
Do your list again? I heard like 2 of them.
Waiting to Exhale, Antoine Fisher, Friday, Coming to America, The Woods.
How did Antoine Fisher make you your top 5 of all time?
Man,
I know.
that movie makes me feel things. I love that movie. I love Derek Luke.
It's a sad story.
That's why I like it.
Well,
it's beautiful.
You should have put Precious on your list then.
No.
You looking for sad stories? It should have been Ray, Precious, Color Purple, Antoine Fisher for Color Girls. Since you want to.
Ray's actually a good movie though. All them other movies. Ray's actually a really good movie.
Precious is too much. Antoine Fisher has a good ending.
When you're watching Precious, you feel like somebody's beating you up. Like it hurts that much. It's physical hurt.
You feel
I can't watch that
the whole movie.
I never watched the whole movie. I started watching parts of it. I couldn't do it. It's too tough.
I don't
even know how they filmed it and got through it.
It's rough.
Yeah. That's
Monique, phenomenal.
Great actor.
Monique, her career, she shouldn't have did Precious because after that, her career just went because they typecasted her.
So bring the Parkers back then.
Ain't nobody want the Parkers.
And Professor Oakley.
That's coming on Netflix.
What?
Where is she getting a check though?
Probably.
I don't know.
They just dropped Moesha and got the cast back together. I don't know if they're gonna do that with the Parkers.
I mean, wasn't the Parkers a spinoff from that?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then they got all the people back from Moesha and they had a sit-down interview and everything. And it's online.
Oh,
everybody look a little different. When you see the daddy from Moesha, woo!
It look bad.
Your boy looking like Tyra Banks.
It's been like 25 years. They should look.
Trying to hold on.
Is he?
You gotta let it go, player.
Let it go.
Man, hey, he holding on to that thing. He like The Rock. Remember when The Rock first hit the movie scene? He was still holding on to them last 2 pieces up there with the eyebrow. His eyebrow was all the way up here trying to hide that hairline. Like, all right. Come on, Dwayne Johnson, let it go, player. You making money now. Let it go. Hair planet or let it go. Come on. It's Jamal, but I guess it's hat season every day now, huh?
Nah, you know what it is? Look. I'm gonna let it go out.
Let the ball down.
See, you know when people ain't ball for real. A tan. Like you're black and then you're white.
I can grow my hair. I'm gonna let people talk to before we get off. I'm gonna end with this message. I can grow my hair. My hairline is superior. So I felt it thinning a little bit. I could have still pulled it off, but I just didn't want it anymore. I was tired. I was like, no, I'm not going through that. Cause
you look like an actor with hair, and they put the bald skin on top to make them look bald for the role. That's what you look like right now.
So this has been another episode of the Hair Show. Hey, what's the name of your brand? Promote it.
The website is theblackness.org, where all the clothing promotes Black unity, Black love, Black magic, Black pride, and Black power. Just all positivity. If you like your people, you love your people, show it, wear it, present yourself in a positive manner. We just all about positivity. No political, no socialism, no none of that. Just all about Black positivity. That's all it's about. So stop at theblackness.org or go to the Instagram page, __Blackness.
We'll put it in the description as well. But this is another episode. We are out. Peace.
Peace.